Law of part performance. The doctrine of part performance is based on the principle of equity developed in England and was subsequently added to the Transfer of Property Act 1882 via the Amendment Act of 1929. In law of contracts, no rights pass to another till the sale is complete, but if a person, after entering into a contract, performs his part or does any act in furtherance of the contract, he is entitled to reimbursement or performance in case the other party drags its feet. Section 53A says that if a person makes an agreement with another and lets the other person act on behalf of the contract, such a person creates an equity himself that cannot be resisted on the mere ground of absence of formality in evidence or contract of such a transfer. Thus, if the contract has not been registered or completed in the prescribed manner, the transfer can still not go against the transferee or anyone claiming under him. However, the deed should not be unsigned or unstamped. Nothing in this section affects the rights of a transferee for consideration even if he had no notice of contract of part performance. Example: A contracts with B to sell his plot of X amount of money. A accepts the advantage from B towards the sale of the plot and hands over the possession of the said plot to B. After some time, B is ready to pay the remaining sale amount, but A refuses to accept the same. Further, A asks B to hand over the plot back to him. Here, B is ready to perform his part of contract but A is not. In such a case, B can bring a case requiring specific performance from A. It does not matter that the sale was not registered. As per law, a transfer of immovable property valued over rupees 100 has to be registered, but it was believed that the strict compliance may lead to extreme hardships, especially where one party has already performed his part in the confidence that the other party will honor the agreement. If such registration or other formalities have not taken place, the doctrine of part performance will be applicable. If such a transferee takes possession of the property, he cannot be evicted due to an unregistered contract. Essentials of the doctrine of part performance. A. There must be a written contract for transfer of immovable property signed by or on behalf of the transferor. The doctrine cannot be applied if there is a void agreement or no agreement. B. There must be consideration. C. The contract should give out the terms of a transfer with reasonable certainty. D. The transferee must have taken possession as a result of this contract or continued in possession if he was already in possession of the property. E. The transferee must have done some act in furtherance of the contract. Acts done prior to the agreement or independent of it cannot be deemed to be part performance of the contract. And F. The transferee should have performed his part of the deal or be willing to perform it. So the Privy Council in Mohit Musa versus Aghor Kumar Ganguly held that the doctrine of part performance is applicable in India. There were divergent views a few years later stating the doctrine cannot be used to override statutory provisions. Finally, in 1929, the Transfer of Property Act was amended and the English law of part performance became a part of Indian laws through a little modified. Section 53A of the Transfer of Property Act talks about part performance, and in India, the doctrine is used only as a shield and not to enforce rights as laid down by the Supreme Court in Delhi motor case. But it must be noted that the aggrieved party can either be the plaintiff or the defendant in a suit, as the case may be.